entertainmentbuddha.com.
Hey everyone, Matt Haywood from entertainmentbuddha.com bringing you the latest episode of our 15 Minutes of Fame video series where an EB staffer chooses a game, any game, past, present, future, doesn't matter, and plays it for 15 minutes straight with a timer in the corner of the video, and once that timer is done, we are done playing. Now, the timer won't start till we actually start getting to some gameplay, so for now I'm just going to go ahead and introduce the video game that I am playing on this episode of 15 Minutes of Fame. So what you've been staring at here is the menu screen for Ori and the Blind Forest, which is developed by Moon Studios and published by Microsoft Studios exclusively for the Xbox One and PC. Alright, so the game comes out on Wednesday, March 11th for both platforms. I've been playing it throughout the weekend to hopefully get a leg up on the review, but as I found out, Ori and the Blind Forest has a ton of content that will keep you busy for hours and hours and hours, so I'm not quite finished yet. I'm going to take you, sticking to the mantra of the series. I'll take you through 15 minutes of gameplay. I'm going to go ahead and work through a couple more menu items here. But yeah, so Ori and the Blind Forest next up on entertainmentbuddha.com's 15 Minutes of Fame. Alright, so let's fire this bad boy up. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just pick up where I've been playing. So those of you who are tuning in, we're in the Misty Woods, which is about 65% of the way through the game. So as you can see, I've already dumped in 8 hours and I'm just over 50% complete. So this game has plenty of content. I'm expecting close to 14-15 hours total gameplay because I'm trying to go through and get everything, as you can see by my two little orbs there. So Ori and the Blind Forest at its core is a classic platformer. I mean, it's got modern visuals, just beautiful. You'll see throughout the video here, even on the menu screen, it looks like moving art. But it's all about platforming gameplay, which Moon Studios mentioned back at E3 2014 when they first introduced the game, and I happened to be in a private meeting with them. So they made it clear they want the platforming to be as tight as possible in this game. And I can tell you, almost 9 hours in, it is tight! Right? A little Tuco reference there. Tight, tight, tight! Okay, so it's all about platforming. It kind of plays like a Metroid Castlevania game, you know, the old Metroidvania classification, where it's side-scroller, but pretty much every area is open. Some are closed until you get new powers. So you get new powers from these ancestral trees, which can improve your jumping. You can climb walls, you can double jump, you can shoot fireballs, all this fun stuff. So there's definitely a lot of backtracking in a good way to kind of get to areas that you have not been able to get to before. So like I said, I'm a little over halfway in. Let's go ahead and get into the game here. I will not start the clock until I physically start playing. So I'm going to go ahead and cue up the timer now. It's the official iPhone 6 stopwatch. Alright, we got 15 minutes queued up, so when we hear the Power Rangers theme song, we'll know that my gameplay time is over. Alright, so I'm on my way to the second of 3 major dungeons. I've collected what I need to. I need to get to this thing. It's called like the Forlorn Forest. So before I start playing and start the clock, I just want to show you the menu here because it has some important information in it. So as I was teasing earlier, you get skills by finding these ancestral trees scattered throughout the level. Alright, so the skills, as you can see, I've unlocked most of them because I'm fairly through the game, or at least more than halfway. But each of these skills are required to hit certain parts of the map. The map's huge. I'll show you that next. But like I said, it's pretty much open for the most part if you can get through doors, lagoons, ponds, so on and so forth, and you have the right skills. So at first, you're kind of pushed along a route that you can go, but once you start opening up some skills, you kind of have freedom to move around the map and hit areas that you weren't able to get to before, as well as the new areas, the dungeons, which I'm headed to now. Alright, so let's just get a quick view of the map and then we'll start playing. So like I said, the map is pretty expansive. And fans of Metroid, Castlevania, other 2D side scrollers, it should look familiar. I mean, obviously not the map itself, but just the layout. You can see we have all these various rooms. They all have their own theme. These mean they've all been explored. The ones in color. Areas that have not been explored are still closed off to me. So I'm interested to find out what is in here, because I know it's got to be an ancestral tree. But even now, 65% of the way through, I can't get through that door. Alright, so pretty big map so far. This is where I'm currently at, and I need to get down here. So that is what our goal will be for 15 Minutes of Fame. Alright, so about ready to play. I will warn you, this game is difficult. At times I may die a lot. It's kind of got that Super Meat Boy feel to it, where you just die and respawn, die and respawn. But I love it so far. If you hear me get upset, that's just me getting mad at myself, not the game. Alright, so the clock is about ready to begin. Go. 15 minutes on the clock. So what I'm at now, I'm at a thing called a soul link. Soul links serve as a save point. So this game does not have built-in checkpoints. It's up to you to save these soul links using the blue orbs or your energy cells to create one. Depending on abilities you can get, you can kind of increase the soul link. So let's check out abilities here. So there's 3 tiers. We've got kind of stuff related to your soul link and recharging and abilities. We've got item related stuff, and then we have Ori, who's the main character, his offensive abilities that you earn ability points. That's that middle circle there at the 2 there. So I actually have 2 ability points. Might as well go ahead and spend them. Just depends what I want. Charged Flame Blast, Life Efficiency, not bad. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and save up and go for Ultra Defense, because I kind of like to run into stuff. Alright, so here we go. So like I said, we need to get down here. It looks like our best path will be this way. Alright, controls are fairly simple. I mean, you got X attacks, and like I said, I'm dead. Don't want to mess with that thing. I told you, my health is not the best, and I'm kind of rushing here. Oh, these 2 are just gonna do it, aren't they? You're gonna do it to me, aren't you? Let's just see if I can just run past these fools. Run, Ori, run! Alright, so just because I don't want to deal with that again, I'm going to go ahead and use a soul link. So I just hold B. That creates a new save, so I will now respawn here versus all the way back that way. So we're still on track. I'm going to go ahead and fall down this canyon here. I can do it gracefully with my feather I got. Not that you have to. I mean, you could fall down recklessly. Ooh, here's a little pickup I've got. So I'm using the charge ability here. This is another one you have to unlock. Just charge the X button. And you can blow up those items lit up in blue. You can just kind of blow them up and get whatever items they are offering in reward. Alright, so we still gotta go this way. My flame ability here, I obviously have leveled up. This is not what it looks like when you first start out. It's not nearly as deadly. Again, like I said, this game relies on platforming. So I gotta try to figure out a way. Maybe I can do one of these. Yeah, so I have a tri-jump, which again, you have to unlock through abilities. Yep. That's why you probably shouldn't just blindly fall down a pit. So do our tri-jump here. Before, if you didn't have a tri-jump, you almost had to get yourself up on this wall here, which I can also now climb, which you weren't able to climb at the beginning to get across there. So things do get easier if you pick up energy cells and life balls and all that fun stuff. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do another save here just because I know things get a little hazardous at the bottom. Missed the old thorns that time. All this stuff is auto aim. I just really have to hit the X button and it will find its target, which is good enough for me. Go over here, we'll get this gem, which will give you more energy, which allows me to create more soul links. That thing. So that hurt. I killed him doing my old stomp move here, but it took out most of my energies. Not good. Not ideal. So the game just looks beautiful, and the music and the sound is also fantastic. Alright, so there's an area that I still can't get to. I've yet to figure out, outside of having one of those ramming bores break through these green lit walls over there in the far right. I have no clue how to get there, so that area, as you can see on the map, is still kind of blocked off to me. So I'm assuming eventually I'll get a power that will allow me to get through there, and I will have the option to come back and explore. Things. Yep, all the way back here because I failed to save. Right, so this time I've learned my lesson. And I'll go ahead and set a save right here. Mother! Can't get away from those damn things. Save! Saving is key, my friends. Saving is key. Especially when you got those damn boars! Stay down there, you punk. Alright, we're headed towards our destination. My favorite guys. Who killed me. So it's safe to say you will definitely die a few times in Ori the Blind Forest. I've died 467. Maybe chalk that up to my aging ability. But it's definitely a challenging game, but it's not one where I feel like it's cheap. I mean, it just requires you to have precise inputs. And you have to be a little more patient than I'm being. I'm just kind of rushing because I know we're up against the clock. 15 minutes of fame. Save here again, so I have to do all that crap. See you guys. Slide down here, get some free health. One of those jerks again. slide over. Bunch of gems. And we are here. Put the Gummon seal in there. We'll head off into the second main dungeon area, if you will. We've got just over 5 minutes left, so you'll get to see a little bit of this. The Forlorn Ruins. Alright, so this is where the wind seal's at, so I have a feeling, maybe a bad feeling, that a lot of the gameplay platforming is going to be dictated by wind. Alright, so you see the map is not very fleshed out, so we're just kind of expected to... Well, can't touch that. Okay, so yeah, a lot of times it's just... You gotta kind of figure out what you can do and what you can't do. So I best put a save here. Okay, so I've got this object. I can't jump as high, so obviously I'm assuming it will be used to walk over this stuff without getting burnt. Sure as shit, there you go. Oh wow, it's gonna have side jumping. That's throwing the old brain for a loop right there. Cool mechanic. Oh, no! Everything's like reversed. Come on, brain. So basically, left is right, right is left, and that's not the right way. Great. Now here's me just being impatient. Learn my lesson. Soul Link that time, please. Yeah, I figured I could drop it. Things would go back to normal. That's gonna be fun. I have to carry this thing with me the whole way. I like the challenge, though. This right here, jumping sideways on the wall, is definitely a mind screw. No! Ori and the Blind Forest, people. It's not meant to be easy. Save. See, I'll learn sooner or later. Save often. If you have energy to save, save. You idiot! Knew that was too soon. God, now we're coming up on the end of the clock. I'm starting to get nervous. You putz! 16 seconds to go. Hey, once you figure things out, you can move a little bit faster. Oh no, there's the timer! Alright, so that means our 15 minutes of fame with Ori and the Blind Forest has come to an end. So let me get to a stopping point here. Okay, and Soul Link time. So that's it, people. Sorry it kind of got cut short and you saw me die a few times. But I mean, that really is Ori and the Blind Forest. Obviously, you may be a little bit better than me, and quite frankly, when I'm talking, not paying attention, this game can get a little bit difficult. But so far, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Highly recommend the game if you own the Xbox One or PC. Like I said, it comes out March 11th for both platforms. I should have my official review up hopefully Wednesday. Got the game late, didn't think it would be as long as it is, so still have some gameplay to play through before I post the official review. So hope you enjoyed our latest episode of 15 Minutes of Fame. This is Matt Haywood signing off. Remember, hit up entertainmentboo.com on a daily basis because we make you a better geek one post at a time.
entertainmentboo.com